Ayo, Chiksua here. Today we're going to do the 4th floor of the Tower of Triad. So a lot of people trouble with beating the stage because they don't know what the secret passive is. And to be honest guys, this stage is probably really easy as long as you guys know what to do. But yeah, so if you think this channel is helpful or you enjoy watching this, or this is exactly what you need and you don't want to miss out anything, make sure to subscribe and eventually turning on the notification bell or join our Discord. There are a lot of people who can also help you guys if you have more questions. This is going to be our team, and instead of her you can also use the Fraudrin or any unit which is not built. Because the weaker your very left unit is, the better it is. So she has no gear at all, and that is the reason. So I think a lot of you guys will trouble that you don't deal any damage. And the reason why we don't deal any damage is if your very left unit is not dead, they are invincible. So what we need to make is basically we need to make sure that we are going to just get, or we're just going to let the very left unit die. And we are also going to show you guys some alternative units. So I think T1 everyone should have by now. I'm not too sure about that, but like, let's say instead of Lilia, maybe we can take another AoE damage dealer, like for example Rugal. Yeah, let's just test it out and I will show you guys how this works. So let's see, the bosses are red by the way, so I think in general if we are going to use blue units it will be a bit better for us, and we are also ult sealed. So basically if you guys are thinking like, hey, blue Fraudrin or like the list is only here to get us the ult, unfortunately you were wrong. If you knew about this strat, well, then you are probably not watching this video, right? But yeah, I personally think Liz is better than Fraudrin because she also heals and removes all the debuffs, so that will be probably much more helpful. And now we're just going to dive in full damage and let's see how it goes. It's gonna be really quick. I haven't done it myself anyway, so but here as you can see both are dead, and now T1 is gonna hit like a fucking truck. So let's also show you guys some other teams or some alternatives. As you can see, the stage is really easy as long as you guys know what you need to do, and the secret is the very left unit has to die. This time we are going to use it with Lizhawk. Lizhawk just took the gear over from our Meliodas, so she's pretty free to play. And because we are going to use the Lizhawk, we can't use the Liz anymore, so we are also going to show you guys the Fraudrin variation. And we used Pierce Food because we don't have UR gear on our list, so I think Pierce Food is pretty good because it boosts up the Lilia, and if Lilia has more Pierce, the others will gain more Pierce as well. So everyone else besides of Lilia is getting 36 Pierce, I think, is the bonus plus 4. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah. So it should be the same procedure. And I also noticed while I tested something, it's not really invincible. They can get damaged. It's just they can't die, I think. So I'm not 100% sure. So here as you can see, those are the cheat death stuff. And if the left unit dies, everything is going to be fine. And as you can see, we also don't heal. So maybe Liz would be a bit better, but it's a 2-turner anyways. So what we're going to do is we're going to do this. We need to make sure that both sides die so that our T1 can actually also just one-shot the other unit. But as you can see, Liz already killed both sides, so I wasn't sure how much damage we would deal. But even, I think T1 is not even necessary. So in the next one, we're going to show you guys one more team. And then I think that's enough for the showcase. So as you can see, it's really easy. This time, this is going to be the team we are going to play around with. So also, I actually wanted to show you guys with Rugal because Rugal's also a heavy AoE damage dealer. So in general, any AoE damage dealer is going to basically destroy this floor as long as you guys know what to do. So I think the main reason why a lot of people told me like, hey, use Fraudrin or the Liz is no one builds on those two units usually because of the suicide and stuff. But if you have other units who can die, like I have this Elaine. So our Ludo, he has some pretty good gear though, but I think everyone who does make a UR Ludo gear, you should better be having some pretty good gear. Also our Ethan, but I really think it's not necessary what we use at all. So Jericho is just here to boost up our stats, And I think attack food is probably better. So we are going to eat the attack food instead of the pierce food. Because yeah, we don't use any pierce units anymore. So of course pierce would increase the damage by a bit. But units who are not pierce units, it's more worth it to have attack food. So I think this should be working out totally fine as well. So use whatever unit you have. I think if you have a unit level 1 like mentioned earlier, it would be so much easier. And yeah, let me know in the comment section what you have tried out so far, or what you have found out so far, or why you trouble with this so much. So okay, I was actually afraid maybe the reason that we use Fraudin or Liz is because we are getting attack sealed, but as you can see, nothing happened. So I wasn't too sure about that. But here, as you can see, so what we're going to do is we're going to, I mean, we could either buff or use the AoE. I think just using the buff is probably cooler, using this, and this should be finishing off the Gotha. I'm not too sure about that, but they are so squishy, what we have seen earlier. Yeah, this stage is just so easy. It's just the secret passive or the hidden passive, which makes a lot of people trouble with this stage, so that they don't exactly know what to do. Because yeah, you're dealing a lot of damage, but you can't kill anyone. And now you know exactly why it wasn't possible. So yeah guys, that's basically it with the floor number 4. So I don't know, let me know in the comment section if you guys actually troubled with this, or you already knew, or at least you already knew by now. Because I didn't expect that a lot of people would trouble that much with this stage. But of course, if you don't know about the hidden stage, or you're not in any discords and stuff, or maybe not going around in Reddit, it's pretty much impossible, or it's very hard to find out. So if you do want to get those tips much earlier, for example, it's the best to join our Discord. So we have a lot of people there who are really helpful, and I'm pretty active there as well. So yeah, also we also did a video about the floor 1, 2 and 3. So if you haven't seen that, make sure to check it out. So if I'm not wrong, the tower 3 was where your rare and SR units are getting boosted, and I was able to deal over 5 million damage with Twigo. So yeah, maybe you want to try that out as well. So definitely check out that video if you haven't seen that, because yeah, I think it's pretty fun just to go in here and redoing those stages. I think it's also really good that we can finally redo those stages, because yeah, back then you only had one chance to show one time. And I personally think this floor or this tower, I like it more than the old one. Let me know in the comment section what you think, because I personally think it's really boring to do 25 stages every time. I mean, yeah, we got more rewards, so they should maybe increase the rewards. But yeah, doing 25 stages, or at least doing all those 20 stages to auto until the end, where maybe you trouble in 1 or 2, or let's say you are a beginner, maybe in a few more towers or in a few more floors. I didn't really enjoy the old tower. But yeah, that's it for real now. I really hope it was helpful, or you enjoyed watching this. Thanks for tuning in, and peace out for now.